Carry On, aka they don't make them like this anymore. So Ethan Topek is a young airline security guard and is blackmailed by a mysterious passenger or the traveler who threatens to smuggle a dangerous package onto a plane on Christmas Eve. Directed by Joan Serra and starring Tara Egerton and Jason Bateman, this movie, well, it'd be a lie to pretend that it doesn't have a lot of similarities to Die Hard 2, like it really does. But I would say it's not a straight up ripoff. It's Die Hard 2 with a dash of Phone Booth. Hands up, anyone remember Phone Booth? Like, I like that movie. Like, did anyone? No? Oh, alright then. Added with some solid twists on top, and you have a great movie that you can watch at home. It's also insane that they were able to do so much with a budget of $47 million. It's a mid-budget movie that has a big budget stakes, and it shows. Egerton is solid as a hero we want to cheer for. He isn't perfect, and he can be a little bland at times, lacking some degree of charisma. He makes mistakes, he's nervous about becoming a dad, and he's unhappy with where he is at life.
People tell you who they are long before they open up their mouths. You know what you told me? That you're pathetic and you're asleep.
But, you know what? Let's talk about a villain in the form of Jason Bateman. And damn, I did not expect this from him. Granted, you would expect that an actor can be charismatic, that they can carry a show, but the fact of the matter is that Jason Bateman turns this villain that would be a write-off in any other story and makes him a menace with a cold and intimidating delivery. He's efficient and well-versed, almost like an anti-Michael Weston. Carry On does a great job of putting you in the shoes of a TSA agent who is essentially held hostage. I'm sure there are a lot of people like me who watch movies like this, and in their mind they're running through, I would do X or I would do Y or Z, you know, putting yourself in their position. Well, this movie does a great job of putting you in his shoes, but also kind of taking every option away from you. You don't have a phone, you don't have a smartwatch. They see everything that you're doing and can hear you. Every move is tracked, and the one time you try to get help, the help dies. There's no victory other than waiting for a chance. It's well directed and well written, and there's technically a B plot with the LAPD detective tracking down leads towards a potential bomb threat at LAX. There is no overwhelming threat here, it's just a small group of 4 people that are very well organized and very well financed. The whole job is to get a certain package onto a certain plane, unaliving 250 people, with one of whom being a VIP, and then DB Coopering out of there. But there is one persistent pain in the ass by the name of Ethan. To that, I will say I really like the workplace aspect of the movie. They really take you behind the scenes of an airport and see the inner workings and how that environment functions. We see the everyday life of a TSA agent and the BS they have to put up with, which does make them, and Ethan, somewhat endearing to you. The action in this movie is a bit of an odd seesaw, to be honest. There are parts where the characters struggle and get their asses kicked, but there's also moments where a long drawn out fight happens. For example, when Jason Bateman shoots Ethan, at one point Ethan doesn't just shrug it off, he falls to the floor and is bleeding. Same with Eddie getting stabbed. He doesn't shrug it off, he falls and collapses and has to go to the hospital, which is pretty normal. Same with the whole you can either listen to me or everyone gets gassed concept that keeps happening. There are elements of a cat and mouse game, or maybe better yet, like chicken. Essentially, you want to stress test this? Let's go. There are several points where Ethan and the Traveler, aka Jason Bateman, just call each other's bluffs. There's also this one car chase scene in the movie that, I'll be honest, I liked it, but it's very clearly CGI, and I can understand why it may take you out of the movie. But the highs definitely outweigh the lows. It's a chess match inside the 3rd biggest airport in the country, and on one of the busiest days of the year. It also has a really satisfying final act inside of a plane that I will not spoil, but I really enjoyed. All I can really say is that Carry On is definitely worth watching. It's a 7 out of 10 for me. But what did you think? Let us know down below, we'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you all next time. We'll see everyone.